Hey, welcome back to another episode for Life for Living Well. My name is Richard, and I will be your anchor for the message this week. Before I dive into the message I have this week, I'd like to quickly say if you'd like to know one or two things about this community, Life for Living Well, you can check it out on our website at www.lifeforlivingwell.com. If you also would like to receive the notification every time we publish the article weekly, you will be the first person to receive it. Please, on the website, you can just sign up with your email, and every time we publish the article, we always alert you to know. So if you like to get the insight on the books that are inspiration, I've created inspiration for the people that have been members of the community. You can see the post on the book section, and they summarize what the book does. And if it's something that you would like to proofread before you buy it, you can also get it on the website. So let's dive in without taking much of our time. So the topic I have this week is what I call benefit of giving thanks often. As we normally do, we take one inspirational individual and use their word or quote and then build our message around it. So this week, I'm taking from Meister Eckhart. So what is Meister Eckhart says about giving thanks often? So he put it this way: if the only prayer you ever say in your entire life is thank you, it will be enough. That is remarkable. If you don't ask for anything again, if you don't pray about anything again in your entire life, if the only prayer you ever did in your life is say thank you, and that is enough. It's a very deep reflection to come to that conclusion. So, being grateful in your own behavior goes beyond just a personality trait. It is a virtue that worth honoring. Why did I say that? In a world where more is never enough, it can be hard to slow down and count your blessing rather than your challenges. Just imagine, each day brings mixed blessings, but are we willing to be grateful for the opportunity of experiencing them? Is a question. And if you judge this thing by the 24/7 news culture we have, it can be really hard to remember anything to be grateful for. I remember when old friend having some challenges at work, and she focused all her energy and attention into that particular event, that it affecting her secondary relationship with her family, with a friend, because every time she hang out with a friend, she talk about this problem unstopping. Sometimes she talk and think about it that the whole weekend she feels sick because she was so down about it. She compare where she used to be a few years ago and where she is right now at that moment. So I thought I was trying to help at the time by listed the things that actually working well in our life right now. Our income is something that many people would dream to have. The same income pay for her to travel around the world to experience the thing that you will need money to experience it. The family that cares and love her. The food that she put on her table. The friend that she can call without hesitate. So she snapped. She said, no, I don't have to be thankful. I deserve it. So that showed our mindset and why one thing blindfolded her about every other blessings that are already in her life. And until she managed to refocus her energy and attention to the thing that are already working well. So she began to spend more time with her mom, with her niece, with her siblings, and she began to spend more time with a friend without complaining about her life all the time. And guess what happened? Someone come that become another, replace the existing leadership of a team. That person support her, push her, and create a role that's similar to the role that she makes out. She end up owing by moving from renting to her own apartment, her own house. So, being grateful is go beyond just a behavior or personality trait. And if you put too much time in 24 hours 7, it can also shape in your thought, your feelings, your behavior. It can influence you because of what you see, what you hear. So this week, I will be exploring the power of Thanksgiving and the reason why we should give thanks often in all things. This art is often emphasized through religious and spiritual perspectives, but I want you to take a step back and look at it from your own personal perspective. Gratitude is a universal virtue that everyone should be able to connect with it. At the end of the day, how many times have you uttered the word thank you? Is a question I'm asking you as you listen to me. It is self-evident and research has consistently supported the idea that being grateful is beneficial and promote our well-being in the both short and long time. So for that reason, let's look together few areas where we can benefit and create a positive impact because of Thanksgiving. Number one, relationships. We have all kinds of relationships. We have a business relationship, we have platonic relationship, we have romantic relationships, even the relationship we have with ourselves. So you call it self-love. Our relationship can be tremendously improved because we will appreciate them more and be less judgmental about imperfections. To be honest, none of us is perfect, and none of us can be perfect. And to be also honest, we also have a different tolerance level for ourselves and for others. And if we spend most of our time to judging others, we create no room for compassion. We create no room for growth. We create no room for really connect to that person. You know, one of the annoying things stay with someone is someone that complains about everything. I find that kind of energy very annoying because if you look around, you always have something to complain about. But if you make it a job that your life depends on it, to just complaining when the problem is in your face and you can fix the problem and you can work on the problem and you can change that problem. So we often focus our energy on these imperfections and take things for granted. When you genuinely appreciate someone, you tend to adore them. Many problems arise from negative thoughts about. So even if you feel stuck, being thankful for the other benefits your job or business bring to your life can open doors to more opportunities beyond your current situation. So can you can imagine how many people complain about their job or even employer allow it to make them miserable. Being thankful for the experience your job provide help you to understand what you like about your work or business, and you can seek opportunity that create those experiences and even upskill yourself. Personal growth. Thanksgiving can help you adopt a growth mindset. Not only will you attract things to be grateful for, but you will also encounter challenges and opportunities that fast track your growth. When you encounter a pompous and arrogant individual, it is often indicate a lack of humility, which can be linked to a lack of thankfulness. And it's true. It's so difficult or so challenging to be thanksgiving, be the person that gives thanks to things naturally, to also have a proud mind. When you feel like you feel entitled to things, it's difficult to be grateful for that. When you feel like things should naturally be yours without strike for it. When you think that you make everything happen in your life 100% without thinking how fortune also play a role in it. Whether you are in the right place at the right time or you're fortunate to meet the right people at the right time. And then the opposite of that is that it creates a proud mind. You begin to put people in a group of box. Try to simplify things that is not simple. Try to use your intellect to solve intelligent problems. So we must also consider a few tools available to give thanks often beyond the obvious benefits mentioned above. So for starters, I suggest having a notebook to write down what you are grateful for daily until it becomes a natural way of living for you. Another tools you should consider, take time every day when you wake up to be thankful for the opportunity to be here right now. for the things in your life. Cicero says, a thankful heart is not only the greatest virtue, but the parent of all the other virtues. Another thing you can consider to embed the Thanksgiving habit into your life. Make it a habit beyond being polite to say thank you for every help, kindness, and support you receive. Finally, being thankful is an art that has many direct and indirect benefits. We should be strongly encouraged to practice it. In a world of me first and more, incorporating Thanksgiving into our daily practices offer obvious benefits in psychological, mental, emotional, financial, and spiritual growth. I hope this message helps someone. May you have amazing, blessed, favor week. Please take care of yourself. Ciao.